Hey guys, and welcome to my second devlog video within the devlog series. Before we get into it, I just want to quickly touch base as to what I've done over the weekend after I uploaded the first video of the series. I wasn't really happy with the weapon system that I had and the pickup system. Each gun kind of felt the same. There wasn't a lot of variables that allowed me to customize each weapon differently. So basically over the weekend I kind of just scrapped all that and basically started from scratch. And the final product is what you can see. Each weapon has different recoil, so it's not the same every single time. I've got rotation recoil, like a min and max on the rotation. I've also got it for the actual kickback. So every gun kind of feels a lot different. I've also got accuracy. So now the reticle, or the crosshair, if you want to call it that, in the middle grows and shrinks in size based on accuracy, and I can adjust the variables within the inspector for each weapon, which is pretty cool. Adds a lot more diversity. And I also added a rocket launcher. So I actually physically instantiate rockets now, and I've got a system in place that will allow for those type of weapons. But the only problem with the rocket launcher is there's no explosive kickback when it, if I shoot the ground, and if I don't actually hit the enemy with the projectile itself, it doesn't actually deal damage or add explosive force to the enemies themselves. It just deals a lot of damage as soon as you physically hit an enemy. So that's one thing that I got to fix within this episode. And I also removed the pickup system. So I got to re-implement that pickup system to work with my new weapon system. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So with the system, I basically shoot a raycast to an object, and if that object is a weapon, then what I'll do is I'll store that within a list, the weapon in a list. So as you can see, it works perfectly. I go up to the weapon, I press the E key, and it recognizes it's a gun, and then it gets stored in a list, and then now I can use the weapon system to actually cycle through the weapons that are within the list. But as you can see, the positioning of the weapons are incorrect, so I basically have to figure out a solution to position them correctly. Now, I did a few things. Some of them didn't really work, so I kind of just hard-coded it with the script that you can see on the screen right now. It's not probably the best way to do it. I will fix it and make it a better way in the future, but for now it works. But I came across another problem, and the weapons were stacking on top of each other, so that's just a little bit weird. But I go back into the script, and I just basically created a set weapon function, which basically cycles through all the weapons and turns off the ones that are existing, and then activates the one that you just picked up. So that pretty much works exactly how I intended it. So I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've made in terms of polishing. I don't want to get it too ahead of myself. I don't want to start creating more mechanics without polishing the existing ones. So that's just what I'm currently doing. But before I continue, I'm just going to go get some food. Mum made burgers, so it's time for a feast. So upon fixing the rocket launcher stuff, I somehow made it worse and made rubber bullets, and it doesn't even explode on anything. Any surface that the rocket launcher projectile hits, it just bounces off like a rubber bullet. It's actually pretty cool. I mucked around with it for a little bit, but yeah, I need to fix this issue right now. So now the rockets work. It does explosive damage, blast damage, and it adds force on the impact, and it sends them flying. It doesn't look too good, but it'll have to do for now. I can do the polishing whenever I need to, but it does the job for now, and it's actually quite fun to play around with. But I reckon we can have a lot more fun with this. So today I didn't really do much programming. I didn't do any programming actually. I was just learning how to use the Unity terrain generator. I haven't really used it, and it's a bit of a surprise because I've actually been using Unity for a little bit now, and yeah, I've never really used it, and I've never even used Pro Builder. So I was kind of just learning how to use the terrain, tool and the Pro Builder tool. I created like a little cave entrance with the Pro Builder tool, so I was kind of just mucking around, and I was just seeing what looked cool, grassy hilltops, sandy ground or whatnot. So I was kind of just like mucking around. It was a bit of a chilled day, but it's a lot better. It looks a lot better than just planes and square cubes and stuff like that as a little area to test mechanics. So it looks a lot prettier. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. So for next week, I'm going to be fixing these enemies. I'm going to be shifting my focus from a player to these enemies. I want to add a bit more enemy types, and I want to fix their grouping thing that they do when they charge at the player. They kind of just group up and horde, and I don't really like that. It's very easy for the player to just get the rocket launcher and just shoot them and they just all die. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing for the next episode. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you didn't, then dislike it. But anyway guys, be safe, have a good week, and God bless.